Game of Thrones fans, it's me, Mark.
I'm Anna.
And we are here to bring you Season 3, Episode 4 of Game of Thrones. And now his watch has ended. You want to do a quick recap of what happened last time? What do you remember offhand?
Well, first of all, Jimmy's hand is off because, it got chopped off. Because he saved Brienne from, getting raped. Then there was Dany. She sold her biggest dragon, which is Drogon, for all of the Unsullied. And I think she mentioned some of the,
not trained
lesser
ones
trained,
also.
yeah, the lesser trained ones. So there's that. And I mean, Baron Slimy doesn't want to have slaves. Jorah says it's better to have them, and Dany already traded her dragon. Well, hasn't traded yet. But she agreed to trade. So yeah, what else?
Tyrion is now the Master of Coin.
That's right. And then there was Littlefinger talking to him about tips on how to be Master of Coin and to keep a low profile. Pun intended.
Full of puns here.
Yes. Yeah. So, I made a comment, so it's just math. Practically it. I can do the job.
Mance
Raider and what was that called again? The one person that can see through animals'
Warg.
eyes? A warg. So, Mance Raider wants to, invade the wall. So he's sending the warg, Jon, and 20 other men to the other side of the wall to sneak through. And then when it's time to attack, Mance is gonna set off the biggest fire the North has ever seen, in his words. So there's that. Let's see. Yeah, there was. Oh shoot. I read it down. Jojen, which is the one boy. Jojen and his sister Mira. Jojen and Mira came in and so, and then my guess was right on how so he sees, so because Bran can see through animals' eyes when he's dreaming. So, I was so he's like Morg and Borg. And then Jojen kind of officiated that.
They timed that out well, didn't they?
Yes.
Melisandre is taking off, leaving Dragonstone.
Looking for more King's blood, which I assume is other Baratheons. And I mean, the only other Baratheon that we kind of know of is Gendry.
Theon escaped. Well, he escaped, and all that stuff went down, and gets the dude saving him all the time.
Yep. And, okay. And then the one guy made the comment, "Winter is coming," which made me think he's from Winterfell, which made me, think he was part of, Robb's army. Because, winter's coming is there.
The start words.
Yeah.
Who else? Oh, yeah. Then my favorite scene. Tyrion, Bronn, and Podrick.
That was funny.
Details. We need the details.
Sounds like something my friends would ask, if something happened. Whether major or unimportant. They're okay, well, give us the details. It's my friends.
All right, well, we'll wrap that up. We got a question here. SM down H9 has sent in a question saying, can Anna have permission to say her 5-word statement about Joffrey? I really want to know what she was going to say.
Okay.
And I'll say, she can't say the words.
I can't say the words because
She can
two
say
of
the
them are
acronym,
squares.
and I'm sure everybody can figure it out.
Yes. These are the letters. MFSOB. Those are the letters. I'm sure you'll be able to figure out what they mean. So yeah.
And on that note, this is a question I have for you, and it involves Joffrey and Marjorie. Do you think Marjorie's influence on Joffrey will make Joffrey a better person? Or do you think Joffrey's influence on Marjorie will make her a worse person?
So far, they're kind of, leveling that out. Because Marjorie, I don't know. Joffrey seemed interested in Marjorie. And then that one era, the crossbow scene. And, yeah.
So who do you think will have the most influence? Do you think Marjorie will have more influence, or do you think Joffrey will have more? Because they are, Joffrey's evil, Marjorie's good.
Opposites attract.
Or do you think it'll be a little of both, I guess?
So far, it's been a little of both. Marjorie, she's a good-hearted person. It's pretty equaling out.
Fairly even.
Fairly
Joffrey
even.
may get a little bit better.
Yeah.
She might get a little worse.
Mm-hmm.
But there's not going to be an overall, they're not going to be both super good or not both going to be
Yeah.
super bad.
Like one of the quotes that I like, it was from the book. I'm pretty sure I've already said it, but the world isn't black and white, it's in shades of gray.
Yep.
So no one can be all evil, no one can be all bad. Though people can be close.
How close is Joffrey?
Scale 1 to 10, 9.5.
9.5. All
Like
right.
where 10 is super bad and 0 is good.
Okay. You ready for this episode?
Yes.
Well, we're going to hit play on, and now his watch is ended.
Mm-hmm. I'm reading this, like, I don't get it.
You don't get it?
He's going to fall off his horse. Someone help him.
Do that again, and I'll take your other hand.
I thought one of you little birds might have knowledge of my sister's intentions.
End your life.
I didn't inherit Littlefinger's spies along with his position, I'm afraid. Which is why I'm coming to you. I need proof.
Will there be a trial?
I need to know.
I have no proof, only whispers. Before all this nastiness, I was going to tell you the story of how I was cut. You want to hear it still?
I don't know, do I?
He gave me a potion that made me powerless to move or speak, yet did nothing to dull my senses. With a hooked blade he sliced me, root and stem, chanting all the while. He burned my parts in a brazier. The flames turned blue, and I heard a voice answer his call. I still dream of that night. Not of the sorcerer, not of his blade. I dream of the voice from the flames. Was it a god, a demon, a conjurer's trick? I don't know. But the sorcerer called, and a voice answered. And ever since that day, I have hated magic and all those who practice it. But you can see why I was eager to aid in your fight against Stannis and his Red Priestess. A symbolic revenge of sorts.
Yes. I feel the need for actual revenge. Against the actual person who tried to have me killed.
Something very special.
The sorcerer.
Hello, my old friend. I have no doubt the revenge you want will be yours in time. If you have the stomach for it.
Brandon? Oh, how many times have I told you? No climbing. Mother, I need to find it. It's here. Promise me. No more climbing. Promise me. Promise me. Promise me. Promise me. Promise me. Promise me.
Lots of men.
We're talking about the same portrait. Quiet boy in Lord Tyrion's service seems a bit simple. What did he do to them?
I don't know, my lord.
That's what everyone's wondering.
So what did they say?
Pod's a stud.
It was hard to describe.
Prodigies appear in the oddest of places. And what did Littlefinger say about this loss of income?
He was too preoccupied to notice. He's leaving for the Eyrie soon. I'm helping him prepare for his journey.
Ah, yes, to pursue his enduring love of the Lady Arryn and the title that comes with her. Who is important enough to Littlefinger to merit a feather bed besides Littlefinger? Could he be bringing one of his girls?
He's not interested in them, my lord.
How do you know?
Because I'm one of his girls.
Prodigies in odd places indeed.
Would you like to see where the last Targaryens are buried?
Are you sure Lady Marjorie doesn't find all this a bit macabre?
Oh no, it's quite all right, Your Grace. I'd love to see their tombs, really. It's like taking a walk through history.
As your word stated, our house then owed everything to the Targaryens.
Their ancestors built this. Sometimes severity is the price we pay for greatness.
I couldn't agree more.
Where did those boys?
Stark boys.
Found them. Just some poor orphans living with a farmer. And they dad must slit their throats. And I let him burn the bodies. So I could keep Winterfell.
I brought him back. He killed the others.
What? No, I didn't! You can't! Please stop!
Put him back where he belongs.
All right. Contribute.
The Tyrells are a problem.
The Tyrells helped us defeat Stannis Baratheon. The Tyrells saved your life, your children's lives.
Marjorie has her claws in. She knows how to manipulate him.
Good. I wish you knew how to manipulate him. I don't distrust you because you're a woman. I distrust you because you're not as smart as you think you are. You've allowed that boy to ride roughshod over you and everyone else in this city.
Perhaps you should try stopping him from doing what he likes.
I will.
You've taken an interest in Sansa Stark.
Have I? Because I spoke to her once in this garden and one of your little spies came running to tell you? Why shouldn't I take an interest? She's an interesting girl.
Is she?
No, not particularly. She's had an interesting childhood.
She has, sadly. Well, forgive me for wasting your time there. I thought we shared certain hopes for her well-being.
Come. You surrender rather easily.
I choose my allies carefully, and my enemies more carefully still.
Which is Sansa Stark?
Neither. A babe in the woods. I admired her father.
Yes. Ned Stark had many admirers, and how many stepped forward when the executioner came for his head. She's a beautiful girl with a famous name.
Indeed. She'd make a lovely match for the right suitor.
Almost feels as if you're about to arrive at the point.
Littlefinger is not long for the capital. A confidant of mine has told me that when he goes, Sansa Stark goes with him.
why have you come to me with this matter?
Littlefinger was born with no lands, no wealth, no armies. He has acquired the first two. How long before he has the army? Perhaps you'll laugh, but I know him better than most, and this is the truth. Littlefinger is one of the most dangerous men in Westeros. If Robb Stark falls, Sansa Stark is the key to the north.
And if Littlefinger marries her, he'll have the key in his pocket.
Which seems such a shame. Why should a man with such a low reputation steal away such a lovely bride?
You must despise him. You're working so hard to undermine him.
Actually, I rather enjoy him. But he would see this country burn if he could be king of the ashes.
You're a clever man, Lord Varys.
You are too kind. I believe I have a possible solution.
One doesn't need to be clever for that. It's all rather obvious, isn't it?
I want us to be friends. Good friends.
That would make me very happy.
You must see Highgarden. You'd love it there, I know you would. We have a great masquerade the night of the harvest moon. You should see the costumes. People work on them for months.
I don't think the Queen would let me leave King's Landing.
The Queen Regent, you mean? Once I marry Joffrey, I'll be Queen. And if you were to marry Loras... Oh, your place would be at Highgarden, wouldn't it?
I saw that coming.
You would be sisters, you and I. Would you like that?
And now his watch is ended.
Name of the episode.
And now his watch is ended.
You are a bastard. A daughter fucking wildling bastard.
For this. By all the
Yours beyond the wall. Shows me as food, or you'll get the same feeling.
on hand. I shall have your head.
What's happening? I'm not going out there.
We have to go! Now!
Follow me. I know the best way. One.
Run fast, Piggy! And sleep well! I'll be cutting your throat one of these nights! Do you take me for my brother? Is being born Clegane a crime? Murder is a crime. I never touched the Targaryen babes. I never saw them. Never smelled them. Never heard them bawling. You want to cut my throat? Get on with it! But don't call me murderer. And pretend that you're not.
You murdered Micah. The butcher's boy. My friend. He was 12 years old. He was unarmed. And you rode him down. You slung him over your horse like he was some deer.
Aye, he was a bleeder. You don't deny killing this boy? I was Joffrey's sworn shield. The boy attacked the prince.
That's a lie. I hit Joffrey. Micah just ran away.
Then I should have killed you. Not my place to question princes. You stand accused of murder.
But no one here knows the truth of the charge, so it is not for us to judge you.
Only the Lord of Light may do that now. I sentence you to trial by combat.
Is it done then? They belong to me. Pingas lusa certida.
Certida.
It is done.
Well,
Dadrizes gustaris costaur. Nike Daineris Jen Masmer and Targario Lentrat, and Valeria Wipoana Garixan. Valeria Munuengas Nuhis Isa. Davangeli! Axios in das, Mentios in das, Kiloni Pilos Rebale, Gogios in a das, Inilio Drigatas, Orlenu e Goline, Brigadas! Dracaris.
Explosion!
Dovangevis! Jemut Lime Suri! Kenzo Tubi! Jemut Taivri Depan! Endo Jagun Charles al Lui Valimeri! Endo Jagun Costas! Un Tori Vali Sirio Trikinsa! Jemut Kive Nui Depan! Une Siti Veri Bela! Un Dari Valetti!
Danny has an army. She has a big army. 3 dragons. And it ends there.
So what do you think of that one?
My guess wasn't that far off.
No, you did say something last time about she had a plan or something.
She has to have a plan. She's not giving up her dragon that easily. I thought it'd just fly away on its own.
Did you know she knew Valyrian?
I didn't know it was Valyrian that they were speaking.
Oh, okay.
I mean, I kind of assumed she spoke Valyrian since, Targaryens came from Valyria.
Right.
But I didn't know they were speaking Valyrian.
That was kind of a cool twist, though, wasn't it?
Yes, because,
Because all the crap he was saying to her, and she knew what he was saying.
Yeah.
So, where do you want to start with this one? Right from the beginning?
Yes.
All right. Well, let's talk about the Jamie and Brienne stuff. There was a couple scenes there with them in there.
Mm-hmm.
What do you want to say about that?
Well, first, Brienne warned them about, Jamie falling off the horse. He did, into a pile of mud.
Mm.
Which can't be good for,
A severed hand.
Yeah. It's how it gets infected.
They
Then...
gave him horse pee.
Yeah. Okay. In my head I was like, this can't be water. Yeah, so I assumed it was like regular, human pee. I kind of assumed it wasn't water. And I kind of thought back to a movie we watched in last year. It was a good lie or something like that. I don't know. It was something like that, and I was kind of reminded on how, the kids were in the desert. If you've ever watched it, you know what I mean.
All right, well, let's talk about the Varys stuff.
Varys.
He has a scene with Roz.
Mm-hmm. And they were talking about Sansa.
Yep. And Littlefinger and all that stuff. And he had the scene with Lady Olenna.
Which
Again,
they were talking about Sansa and Littlefinger. And then they cut it out to a distance so we couldn't hear the plan. And then it went to Sansa and
Marjorie.
Marjorie.
Yep. Yeah, you can talk about that some if you want.
Yeah.
Did you like that whole conversation they had?
They're
Where they're
becoming
going
friends.
with that?
Yes. Sansa seems to like him.
Oh yeah, I remember back,
Yeah.
what was that? Episode 3 maybe? Maybe episode 4? When they had the tournament?
This is episode 4. What?
I was talking way
season-
back in season 1,
season
yeah.
1, yeah.
When he gave her
He
the
totally
rose.
doesn't remember.
Yeah, he don't remember, but she did.
Yeah.
Well, let's touch on Cersei and Tywin. That conversation.
Mm-hmm.
Where she was saying, maybe you shouldn't be looking at your boys. Maybe you should be looking at me because I've been paying attention all these years.
And then he made the comment on, you're not as smart as you think you are.
Yep.
And how Marjorie can control Joffrey.
And he says, I wish you could do that too. Oh, Tyrion and Varys too. I forgot about that scene. Yeah, Varys had a lot in this one.
Mm-hmm.
And that dude that was in the box.
Was the wizard, sorcerer. It was the wizard. It was
Yeah.
the wizard. Yeah. He was the wizard that,
Took his manhood.
oh. They didn't specify on that. Yeah.
That was his revenge. So Varys is in it. What do you think of Varys? We don't talk about him all that much. But he does play a pretty big role in this show.
Yeah.
Do you like him? Do you trust him? Do you don't trust him? Do you...
He has too many spies to trust. If he wants to find out the truth, he asks his bird.
Little birds.
Yeah.
The little birds.
He got it all over the Game of Thrones world.
Oh yeah, even over in Essos.
Yeah.
He was the one that had all the information about Dany.
Mm-hmm.
All right, well. So you don't trust him because he has spies.
Yeah. I mean, I like spies and all. I like spy books. I mean, Black Widow's probably one of my favorite Avengers, but like, Varys has too many spies to be able to trust. In that world, those kind of spies, I mean, he has way too many.
All right. Theon.
Theon!
What do you think of that storyline?
I see no point in it. I mean, why? I mean, unless that one guy had some sort of grudge on those 3 people? On those other 3 people, I see no point.
Kind of confusing.
Yeah.
Now, how do you feel about Theon? We know what he did to the orphans.
Mm-hmm.
Does he deserve all this
admitted
stuff?
He deserves some of it.
Some of it.
You know, it wasn't like he torched Winterfell. Though, it was his idea to, do the...
Take Winterfell.
Yeah,
And then,
and then, torch the one orphan boy.
mm-hmm.
So, and then he also betrayed Rob.
Yep. All for his family who don't care.
Uh-huh.
Let's talk about Craster's Creek.
Craster's...
Everything that happened there. There's a
Uh-huh.
few scenes up there. The end scene being the big one. The early one was the Night's Watch guys out shoveling pig manure,
Yep.
talking about everything.
And yeah.
And Gilly goes in, or Sam goes to talk to Gilly.
Yes, and I don't know if that's still a rule, not being able to talk to them.
Yeah, it's still a rule. Well, I guess not now.
No.
After that last scene, because
Yeah.
Craster
It's killed. Okay.
no more Craster.
No more Craster Creep.
But also, Giora got killed.
That's right. Jeremiah is dead.
And Sam went out and ran and got Gilly.
And
They're taking off. So that's just a melee going on at the keep right now.
Yep.
What do you think about that? Anything or just high action?
Well, I mean, I'm pretty sure they wouldn't have done that if they weren't, so hungry, starved.
Right, and he's sitting and eating right in front of them, and
I know. So, like, Craster did this on himself.
well, he was kind of a creep.
Craster's Creep. I'm just gonna keep on calling it Craster's Creep.
You even got me saying that a couple times because you said creep so many times instead of keep.
Well, creep is easier to say because it's Craster's.
CR. Okay, let's talk about the Brotherhood.
The Brotherhood.
Yeah, what's going on with the Hound and
They did
we were introduced to a
mini-trial
new character, Barrett Dondarrion.
Barrett Dondarrion. So,
They serve the Lord of Light.
Yep. Which makes me think, I wonder, Dragons of Maricela.
Melisandre.
Melisandre. I looked at it too and I pronounced it wrong. She probably visits them too. Because, I mean, light.
She's Lord of Light. Yeah, she serves Lord of Light also.
Mm-hmm.
And did you hear, the Hound said Tora Samir called him the priest. And she's a priestess. Serving the Lord of Light. So, but the Hound's going to have to fight Beric.
Yep.
What do you think when?
Hard to say. We haven't seen him fight. We haven't actually seen him fight.
Right.
So it's hard to see his skill level.
Right.
But I mean, the Hound, he's a pretty skilled fighter. And as Littlefinger put it in season 1, there isn't any number of knights that could protect you from him.
Right. Good recollection. You remember stuff.
I suck with names, but I can remember the little things.
All right. So, but it was Arya that, because he said he had nothing to do with killing the Targaryen babies or anything. That was all his brother and everything. And he was saying, so I'm guilty because I'm a Clegane. But then Arya stepped up and said, you killed the butcher's boy. And he was like, well, I was ordered to by Joffrey. So that's why he's trial by combat, because Arya spoke up.
So there's that.
Okay, and then what you probably want to talk about more. Estepar.
Yes!
How you feeling about that now? You weren't happy with Dany last time.
No. She had a plan. I still kind of find it funny. She knew exactly what he was saying the entire time. Just like...
And Both Jorah and Sir Barristan didn't know anything going on. They were clueless.
I know. So like their faces.
And then after it all went down, you just look in the background, their looks on their face.
Just like
I enjoyed that.
that was funny. And I mean, I saw the dragon get away. I'm like, this is when the dragon's gonna just go away. And I get what the description said. Dany trades a chain for a whip. I now got that.
Because she had the Drogon on the chain, got the whip. So yeah, she has an army. She has dragons. What do you think she's doing now? She's leaving Astapor.
She needs to get ships.
Yeah, because there's a lot of people. Can't just take a couple ships.
Yeah. Let's see,
8,000.
8,000
Plus the untrained ones too.
plus the untrained ones, which could be any number.
Yeah, we don't know how many not fully trained ones there are.
Yeah, that's like a lot of ships.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm recalling something from like the 7th grade last year. We learned about these like old Chinese ships that are like the size of like, I don't know, I think they were like half the size of like the Titanic. They were really like ancient China. They were like really big. But I mean, she'd still need like at most 100 of those.
She needs a lot.
Yeah, those ships were huge.
And they're clear over there and have to go clear that way.
Yeah.
Any changes on our list at all? We haven't talked about that since we put it down there.
Yeah.
Did I have Gior's name on that? Or did I miss it? He was one of them I missed that I brought up later on.
And then you.
But I got a
forgot to
spot to throw him on there now, so I'll throw him.
Yeah.
Or no, well, he don't go on there because he's dead.
I don't know. I might rethink Jamie. He's kind of in that hazy line, cause he did say Brienne.
Yeah, yeah.
He did do that. I don't know. I might rethink him. Who was my number?
Well, we can always revisit that one in our
Yeah.
pre-discussion for episode 5. Give you time to think about it.
Yeah.
See if you want to do any moving around
Which
on that
would
list.
make Littlefinger number 5 because Littlefinger was number 6. I got all the way up to number 9. Yeah.
So. Well, all right. Another good episode. This is always a lot of people's one of their favorite ones. Everybody loves Dany scene there at the end. It's quite the moment.
Yeah. And then their faces at the end. It's just priceless.
Priceless.
They knew it was gonna, the actors, but they put on the faces so well.
Oh, they're wonderful actors in the
I
show.
know. You look at Joffrey. I hate Joffrey.
Yep, he's a great actor, isn't he?
Mm-hmm. Still hate Joffrey.
What would you do if you met him?
Punch him in the face.
No, not Joffrey.
Oh.
The actor. How would you respond to him? There's a weird question.
I don't know.
Say we went to a Comic-Con or something like that. And
I'd say he's a great actor.
And he happens to be there.
I'd say he's a great actor. Because,
he sells it.
yeah, you just love to hate Joffrey.
Oh, I don't know who it was. Somebody in one of the comments said they shipped Anna and Joffrey. On that note, we are going to close it up. And we'll see you guys for episode 5 soon.